and that's going to be pretty important because week 2 is going to be, the time, as you mentioned yesterday, that they kind of want to either broaden the gap for the teams who are on top, and especially for the teams in the middle of the pack, they kind of want to shorten the gap. And if you are in the bottom few teams, you just need to make it into that top 16 to make it into PMPL playoffs.
And one more thing, Yoodo gang. Yesterday, their performance are really, really not like who they used to be.
Correct. We did see a lot of fights that they used to take during week 1, but yesterday they were a little bit more conservative. They clearly go for placement because by that time there's one game it was left 5 teams and they only had 2 kills, so it's unusual for them. Normally they will rack up the kills quite early on, quite close to 10 kills by the time the final 5th or 6th circle, but it was just a different playstyle. But that was also mentioned in Manparang as well when they had the interview after the chicken dinner. They did say that yes, we did have a change of playstyle just to adapt and just to be a little bit different and just to be unpredictable. So that's definitely what they have in mind.
I think what they're trying to do is to pull something new and trying to test it out for these couple of days to see if it's gonna work. If it's working, maybe they will go full throttle on the final week, which is going to be next week.
I think that's really good, especially for a lot of teams who are required to adapt on the fly, especially since this is a 3-week-long league. There's plenty of time for a lot of teams to be like, oh, I kind of figure out what you guys do, so I'm going to take advantage of that. So it's good that Yoodo is trying to branch out their horizons here. But Team Secret, one of the teams that you're going to have to be looking out here, pretty high up in the standings, and same as Yoodo Gang as well as Geek Fam. So these are some of the bigger teams that you're going to have to keep your eyes out for in these upcoming weeks.
I saw them just now today. I asked, how did you guys do? What did you guys do yesterday? And did you guys study a lot? Matsoy literally just, yeah, I'm just streaming. Yeah, well, there you go. Winning rate 50%. I can tell that they are one of the most chicken dinner team here. Total chicken dinner is actually 6. Total damage 31,000.
That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Flex tape ain't gonna save you from that one.
That's too much, actually. Look at that kills. Will they actually hit it 200 marks just by today?
Ooh, that's actually a good question.
I think today is a little bit of a tall order, but yeah, I guess we have seen a team touch 60 in a day. I think that's possible as well. That's actually an average of 10 kills a game, so that's not too bad considering that they have a track record like U-High getting those kills in. So I think it's definitely possible.
I mean, looking at Yoodo Gang's stats, it feels like Yoodo Gang will probably reach that 200 kill mark more likely than Team Secret, only because they only require 8 kills, 8 kills every single round.
You know
for the
they're gonna kill more than that.
Yeah, but at a minimum.
Usually they kill 11, 18, up to 18 per game sometimes. You know how Jumper is just really going wild throughout the whole game sometimes, and that gives him really, really good frags as well. You know that couple of nades being thrown before was really well done. I think it was yesterday as well. It was yesterday that he thrown a couple of nades throughout 3 members of one team. He wiped them all off. Or was it the reverse?
There's 2 moments actually. One where he takes out an entire squad by himself, and another moment where he's just trying to switch his weapons before getting jumped on. So it's a little bit of both. It's hard to tell which one was which, but yes, Jumper can pull off some pretty clutch plays in solo squadrons single-handedly. So I want to see whether or not that's going to apply, especially since it's a different sort of play style that you have to bring for each of the groups. Group A and B, they were going at each other's throats on Tuesday. Group B and C was a little bit more passive, especially for the side of Group C. However, Group A and C, I kind of want to see where this one goes. I would expect it to be a little bit more aggressive, but we'll have to find out.
And talking about aggression, of course, Last Survivor, R2K, they have been doing the business. I would say even yesterday's game, they were not too bad as well. They had that consistency from the day that they got 4 chicken dinners in a day.
That's in a day. Imagine if they keep that momentum every single day. There's going to be a headache for most of these teams. And a lot of people actually, I saw the comments before. Some of them kind of not really liking the way Last Survivor playing super safe, but I think that's still a good strategy because you're playing safe for the position points. Well, we're jumping on to Tara Proyecto. We know this was one of the most diverse team and also very adaptive when it comes to whatever they have to pull it, they can pull it out.
Yeah, and they're currently at the middle of the pack. However, they're not too far away for actually stealing top places from some of these other teams. It just kind of depends on how things roll out. And the same can be said for Net Brotherhood. But looking over at Steel Hearts, they have been kind of struggling against specifically Group B and do a little bit better against Group A in the previous week. I don't know if that still stands now, but we'll wait and find out.
Yeah, Steelheart seems to be those kind of teams that, yes, I'm almost at page 1, but then again, I fall back down to page 2. It's like, I'm almost there, but I slide back down. You know, that sort of feeling is like they're not really there, but they try to be there. It's just confusing, but I hope they do better today.
And for those of you actually ask why all these players are wearing masks, because we are really cautious about the coronavirus, which is COVID-19. Make sure you guys always keep your hygiene at your best level, make sure it's very healthy, and there's also places that you shouldn't be going in the crowded ones, and careful not to take too much public transportation, and always bring along your hand sanitizer and wear your face mask.
This has been a PSA brought to you by Choo Choo Gaming, only at the PMPL 2020. But
because we're worried, we have a long journey going on for PMPL. We have 1 more week to go. So I think health is a top priority thing to, for all these players especially.
For sure. They even have like hand sanitizers by their tables as well. So again, keep it clean, boys and girls out there. You don't want to spread the virus if you have it, or at least protect yourself. This is big, again, a PSA from PMPL 2020. But yeah, let's talk about some of the other teams. We did see Net Brotherhood and EVOS Esports as well. EVOS VIP. Both Net Brotherhood is in the same league as Tara, and I would argue they're kind of interchangeable in their place. EVOS, on the other hand, just got their chicken dinner the other day, so hopefully they can make up the points in Group A as we go into our first Scrim game, and it's going to start off in El Clasico Erangel.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the first one and only Scrim game of today, and we will be heading into El Clasico, of course, Erangel. So this will be also a test of our theories to see whether the circle is kind or not. But of course, today we do have Matt Toy playing as well, whether his hands are being kissed by any of the teams, by his own teammates, or whether On The Go's picture is being kissed, or whether it's the caster's curse.
It's all about
so
kissing.
Sorry.
It's about whatever blessing you can get for that circle to be in your favor. That's the main idea. But let's look at the feature players here. Damn Rude, really just a rude guy, knocking out a lot of these players. You High Jumper as well as Samzy from Net Esports. These guys have some great numbers in terms of frags as we look at the flight path here. And don't forget our observer cams. 1 more game for you, Zai, until you hit that 100 mark. We'll call it out when it happens. But thank you so much to our observers, XCYR, Topcast, and Geek as well. Oh, there we go. The hand sanitizers for Emia. He knows how to keep it clean.
And make sure you wear your face mask. Another PSA from the observer side there. Everybody make sure they are safe and sound. Thank you, everyone, for the reminder. But back to the game. Lipov got down to Primosk. Well, the thing is, when it comes to the big map, I told you guys before, it's always the kind circle. But when it comes to Vikendi and Sanhok, nah, it's just trash.
It has shown many signs of being very frustrating, so we're going to have to wait for the circle. So far, the flight path is kind of skewed towards the southern side of the map, so shooting range, Severny and Stalber is kind of out of reach. However, Yasnaya is still catchable for a lot of these teams, and it looks like Tonewao wants to get into it real soon. Let's see where the circle is going to be. Ooh, okay, that's not too bad. It's on the flight path at the very least. Well,
the feeling is right. This is a bad feeling that I have today. Like, okay, Scrim games gonna give you a nice one. And official ones, there you go. Well, good luck, guys.
I'm just trying to look at Team Secret now, but looks like Pochinki, their home ground, has been invaded. Everyone's like, I want a piece of that Team Secret.
Oh, we always wanted to see this. Imagine Pochinki without any weapon, only pan fight, right?
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. But right now, Geek Fam as well as XPERT have kind of invaded the home turf of Team Secret. We've seen H2O do this. Was it H2O or Divinity? Divinity actually contest.
And Net Brotherhood and Team NoRecoil before, but none of them, except for Divinity, they made it out.
Exactly, and this is going to show whether or not Team Secret can actually hold their ground in the early stages against 2 other teams. But looking over at Divinity, they're going to be looking at Bosskurr on the opposite side. We've seen both of these teams drop in the exact same place, and they refuse to change.
Well, it's about who's the alpha male here, so you have to mark your territory. But I really want to see if our official match will be like this because it will be super interesting. We have this question where who will challenge Pochinki against Team Secret. Maybe this is one of the few steps they started out to actually see if they can take it out on the Scrim game. You know?
Well, like if it's any team were to be able to challenge Team Secret, it would be Geek Fam. Definitely, they do have the qualities to do that.
Oh, so you're trying to say Expert and White doesn't have it?
I'm not saying that. I was about to get to my next line, which is to say that supported by Expert.
Hey,
FY.
they got themselves a chicken in. Why do they have to be on the support role here? So they can be the main role too, you know.
Hey, supports are important, you know. Haven't you played as a support?
Well,
oh my god.
Well, we're gonna have to wait and see. Besides Choo Choo's very obvious gaslighting here. It looks like Geek Fam as well as Team Secret have gone into full engagement. We did see the stats earlier. We did see a grenade knockdown earlier as well. However, that is not going to add on to the stats because we need a kill. We don't care about the knockdowns. And again, Heehawks trying to keep ice shots into place. He's going for an aggressive play because he has a micro Uzi. He does take out Heehawks, however, the second floor as well as his flank angle is wide out in the open. Ice shot's going to be the first to get knocked out and dead in the ground.
And now Geek Fam looks like they have two knocked out as well. Damroot and Naoki is still alive. They need to help their team members, but at the same time, it's just Team Secret versus Geek Fam. At this time, Expert MY, they're just going to hang on and chill and see what happens next. They're probably going to come in and do the mop-up.
Toy on the other hand, trying to rotate from the rest of the team going into this building. Apparently he's alone going up front here, maybe trying to get information passed back to the team. Expert on the other hand, I think they should challenge Secret, not the other way around, you know. Apparently they changed each other out for Expert, MY and Geek instead of going straight into Secret, who only have 2 men left.
Hard to say because, I mean, this is a very tight situation for Team Secret overall because they're trying to get into the outer skirts of Pochinki here just so that they don't have to worry about their backs because if they look back, it's pretty much just wide open landscape for the most part, so you can't see people. But looking over at Bosskurr at Divinity, again, looks like there is a single knockdown onto Trixie here as the rest of the team starts pulling through. The AKM doing a pretty good job. It's going to be a trade of knockdowns from both sides as Romeo, oh boy, looking at Team Secret, they're going to be wiped out here by the side of Expert X. Actions. This is a lot more action-packed than I would have expected. Oh no, Divinity actually getting knocked out by Team Bosskurr.
Oh yeah, that's at the same time as Team Secret as well. So not sure who got 16 or 15, but doesn't really matter at this point. Geek Fam and Expert MY now share the same compound. Are they going to go at it at each other? I think Geek Fam, they definitely do have the life there. Expert MY, they need to reset themselves, but in terms of loot, probably Expert MY because they had more time to loot as compared to Geek Fam because they had an early engagement versus Team Secret. So it's a 50-50 scenario here.
Yeah, look at Heehawk's vest is now almost shredded out entirely. He's gonna toss a nade from the first to the second floor of the other building. Kind of hesitant for a bit here because he's not sure how many people are up there. 4-2 on the other, he didn't play yesterday. He didn't play yesterday, but they swapped him in today. Expert Dylan trying to reposition himself to get into another building to work with. Well, there's no other team trying to challenge this in Pochinki, so I'm hoping if there's anybody gonna drop by anytime soon.
It doesn't look like there's any rotations based on the radar alone, so I guess this is going to be untouched, and it's pretty much just left to a 4v4 from between Expert and Team Geek Fam here. However, Romeo is going to be the first to knock down here. This might be the call for Geek Fam to actually look for the push. They do have some close range weaponry, so they just need to formate themselves in a position where they can actually look to rush and keep Overwatch.
Yeah, they need to do that at the same time. Now they're pretty much in a stalemate, I would say. In terms of utilities, both teams don't really have the best utilities, but looks like Damroot will be knocked down by Sane. Some engagement there happening. Now he tosses the grenade, and the grenade will not connect yet.
It deflected right at the corner of the building there. Well, can we actually count how many field nades has been going on for the past few days? I think quite a number. I think around 20 somewhere, probably. Including the one that you accidentally explode to your teammates.
I don't know. I feel like those are really hard to calculate because what do you consider as a failed grenade, right?
Well, when you trying to toss it, but it didn't just go the way you want it to be. That's one of it. But now going back to Naoki, Micro Uzi, and he actually got the vision. Oh, he whiffed it. He just missed a couple of sprays that kind of cost him his helmet as well.
Yeah, and he was able to strafe through most of it. He doesn't have, remember, he doesn't have body armor. Now He-Hawks is going to be the next one. One tap in the head is going to be enough, but it's going to be enough with the AKM so far. However, the next member, Sane, is going to start cleaning up out. Damrude with the Overwatch shoots him through the second floor. Dylan just hopped over the barricade, and now Damrude wants to capitalize on this and try to stop that rotation to save his members. They don't want to have any casualties of war right now as they start pulling through. Geek fam have already suffered one. They don't want to take any more. 2 members left. It's a 2v2 situation in this structure. Romeo might get lured up here if they don't go for the rush.
Oh, the revive will come out of Romeo at the same time. 4-2-0 has been revived at the same time, and Inaoki is still inside. Dylan will try to take the backstep, and now it looks like from the outside, Damrude will be knocked down, and Inaoki now goes out, try to get away from this situation, but 4-2-0, he is still alive. He's trying to frag everyone on the second floor. Inaoki looks like he's been knocked down. 4-2-0 is the only one left, and 4-2-0 is now low, about 40% life left. He's just swapping in and out with Romeo, try to get a kill off to 4-2-0. They are just trying to fight each other. They're just like cat and mouse here. 4-2-0 mopping out those that have been knocked down, and now they face each other. 4-2-0 looks like not enough yet. Both are still alive.
Romeo just playing with the windows. They are hopping in and out of the house. That's really giving a head scratching moment for 4-2-0. They're trying to going back again. Romeo, this guy is super cheeky and sneaky. Foxy as well, because he just know how well this compound is and keep on abusing on that terms. And Charles that Nate just now 4-2 managed to heal himself back up almost full HP.
Yeah, it looks like both teams don't really want to deal with each other right now. They've already suffered a lot of casualties. Wait a minute. ESG is actually in the outflank. Oh! What a grenade! Really nicely done coming from 4-2-0. Great predictions. However, ESG is coming to clean up shop and see if there are any scraps left for the picking in Pochinki. Like you said, Choo Choo, a team finally has come to rotate into Pochinki.
Oh yes, and it's everyone against 4-2-0 at this moment. ESG, do they have that information that it's only one person left? 4-2-0 immediately prones, doesn't make a sound, but again, looks like a little bit of a run there, and that would definitely give him off. And now Bravo is really close by, as well as Silprolan as well. Have the second floor, have the eyesight, but he just needs to get 4-2-0 to just come out and show himself.
Oh no, people are getting run over by cars. That feels bad.
Oh! So the stats keep on going up. It will be 76 kill stats for that nade just now.
Ooh, what an angle with that nade. Really nicely done.
It was perfect. It was literally perfect. I don't know, it didn't flinch for a bit, but Yoodo, they're trying against going net there. They run down one of the Yoodo's gang, if I'm not mistaken. Who did they run down just now by net?
I can't exactly remember because I'm so distracted by Yoodo gang dealing with their next problem in front of Pan Kill onto Ned. That's going to be another one for the stats. Hell yeah.
So many stats on Scrim games, but yeah, there you go. Drax trying to reposition himself for the rest of the team. That kind of being on at every angle here. It's so hard to get out of it, especially Samzi and Ata. Yeah, they are one of the best players, but at this point, it's so hard for them to run away from Yoodo.
Oh, it's definitely so hard. Yoodo now, looks like we do see here Fredo. He will go in for the rush. There's only Atai 10k left for his team at this moment. He's only one person going to fend up the entire Yoodo gang. Unless Yoodo don't find him, Atai still has a chance to get away from this. But again, he does prep out a grenade earlier, but changes his mind. And now Yoodo gang, they are just having fun. Just look at that. Another man kill onto Samzi.
Hell yeah.
Because you can. A crossbow kill, please. We need a crossbow kill.
Oh, I really hope someone doesn't die to like a crossbow, like in a full-on fight. That would be very interesting to see.
A 4-man crossbow, that would be like so savage and so classic.
We will get one of them.
Hopefully. They'll feel like a Robin Hood kind of feeling, you know. Feel like a villain, like the classic one, superhero stuff. Well, back to Bigetron. Okay, Bigetron, speaking of Bigetron, they haven't been doing well for the past, 5 days. It's almost a week. Something is going on.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say they're doing the absolute worst. They just haven't been able to secure the winner chicken dinner. I think they're kind of in the same position as Resurgence, where it's like they have secured one previously, but they haven't been able to duplicate the same effect for the rest of the days. But again, it seems like their plan is pretty solid, and they always seem to take a lot of fights before they get into those final circles. So, I don't know, maybe they might come up with a plan that's less dependent on the circle.
Oh yes, absolutely agree. it feels like they perform well to a certain extent. They get those kills in, but they just die too early for some reason. Maybe it's a little bit too aggressive sort of play style that, okay, yeah, we're gonna get the kills, but we already got the kills. But looks like this is BTR right now onto Bosskurr. Paindeck now will be all alone. He will need to get out of there because he is the only team member left for Bosskurr.
There's also Rose Syndicate nearby, just around Milta here. And they will rush in if they want to. And Bosskurr, on the other hand, is not doing great even in the Scrim games here. Being cornered and ambushed in so many ways. There's also one more team just happened to pass by, which is, I think it was ESG, who wiped out XPERT and in Pochinki before.
Yeah, let's look at ESG and Traitor so far, because ESG, we do know that they were around Pochinki area. They cleaned up the last of Geek Fam, and now are continuing to run around. Traitor is going to be the next. Oh, he sees the grenade. He wants to hop over, but he's trying to decide as they go and rush down one of the members. Asta is going to be the first to get knocked down. The two of them, their feet sticking right under the door. That's a little unfortunate as he gets chunked out pretty hard. Hawk here, he's in trouble. He's making away. He wanted to revive Olaf, but now it's not worth the time after he's taken so much damage. But Buru, he's looking for what he's been seeking for. Micro Uzi gets whipped out and they secure another squad wipe onto Traitor.
Traitor has been sent back to the lobby at 11th place, and now ESG has that compound to themselves. But on the other side, we do see here Paindeck is still trying to fend off another team. Miss Rose Esport bumping into them. Bigetron is not far away as well, but the circle is really going to be full on land from now on. Very, very sure for that. And now Miss Rose Esports, just because they have this compound, they will hang on to it for now. BTR looks like they're going to migrate to another location, possibly to the middle of the circle.
The rest of the net kind of nowhere to be seen. There's only a tie, if I'm not mistaken. Same goes for Bosskurr, who only have Paindeck, a solo player there. Back to Bigetron, they are holding this compound as long as they can. They're still in the circle. Everybody is except for one more team net, which is going to rotate super late. So there will be gatekeeping here. We still have 10 teams on the third phase. Well, mind you, this is quite fast actually.
Relatively fast as well, not to mention a lot of teams, going out of their own way to try out a different strategy. And might as well test it out in the Scrim game where there aren't any points at all, so it's kind of like just feeling the water, dipping your toe, checking the temperature.
This is actually a very important game for the day because they might change their strat in the official ones. So kind of give them like an idea, but they just now. Tara, one more hit. They might just finish off this team with a couple of nades being tossed again. Still Hearts, they have been performing sometimes quite well, but apparently they just cannot secure themselves as Chicken didn't yet. Almost the same like Resurgence. They need that momentum and they need that push. And once they got that push going, okay, the thing is, have you guys seen that this kind of shelter where the tunnel are being blocked by cars before and the players got stuck down there?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yep.
I'm looking forward for that.
I don't think anyone is gonna fall for that. I would expect people to be aware of how it can be blocked, and you can't really do anything about it. But let's check out Bapak here as they're dealing with Tara. Tara is forced to back away. They're hopping into the US quickly, but Lyrian is actually left behind. So that means Bapak might have an opportunity to pick up a kill for himself, but the smoke covers his tracks. Lyrian is gonna be safe for now as Bamburu coming in with the Dacia on the far side, trying to drift his way and not get shot here, because remember, it doesn't have as much HP as the US, and it's all kind of open top.
Oh yeah, absolutely, but now it's so difficult for Tara as well. They need to get away from here, but at the same time, Muffin is actually in the underground.
Oh boy.
Oh, all loot for him. Just hope that he don't get trapped there with that vehicle, just like how Choo Choo mentioned before. We've all seen that video.
I've seen it a couple of times in a big tournaments, and it's really not turning out well for those actually underground. But they can play like the hill game if they have enough loot. But for now, I don't think so, because the circle is really not favoring them. It would be more interesting if the circle ended up there and have a multi-level player in different grounds, one in the shelter, one more in the tunnel, and one more in on the ground. So they will not ever fight against each other.
Yeah, that's a definite stalemate situation. But let's look at Bigetron down on the southern side. They should be gatekeeping two teams here, and they should be free points for them, depending if they take the main road or not. I think Paindeck might be in a little bit of trouble. MRE on the other side could go towards the eastern side. However, they will fall into another team, so they have to be a little sneaky once they get closer to the circle.
Yep, and now on the high ground, we do see here High still on the high ground here for Tone, while Esports ESG just very close by. Tara and Steel Hearts are just across as well. Now they're doing a little bit of gatekeeping here. but doesn't look like anyone will really come by. Hi has his team behind, so Hi is playing more of the scout role. He does have the high ground advantage to him, where he just needs to sniff out where the opponents are, send back the information back to his team. Don't need to make the engagement. At the same time, Steelhearts looks like they will need to migrate at this point because the circle is closing in.
Well, they can actually go migrate a little bit late, but it's still, I think, a bit too risk there for them to take, because we're entering a fourth phase here. The fourth phase is not as forgiving as the first couple of phases. He got finished 1 for a wow just now for Botak, but still they have more teams behind there somewhere. Rose Esports Syndicate still clustering. I don't really prefer teams going out in a cluster like this. Basically, they don't actually get that much information.
Lorenzo, what you doing there, buddy? As EVOS is starting VIP, they're coming through. He's right on top of his high kill is going to be the first to fall. Lorenzo is going to be next to follow right after. Steelhearts need to take position as they start going in for the rush. You can see them with the vehicles coming in hot to secure their team members. VIP Putra, he's trying to get some kind of angle here, but Razor on the other side has a great flank angle, already taking down Papa. Now it's just Ideal by himself, and this is going to be his tough 1v1. Another knockdown coming in from VIP Putra here. One last member on the outside, Waydu. He's trying to give Overwatch, however, it looks like he was a little too late, and now all his team members are on their knees as Kuza keeps him in place.
Oh, and now Kuza looks like Waydu managed to keep Kuza behind, and just oh, but wait, what? Muffin just kills that from that distance. Wow, that's going on the boards.
That's really nasty. I bet there's so many players like to do that these days. Back to EVOS VIP, they're being rushed by Syndicate, who hopped very late into that compound, holding this angle. Razor making sure nobody can actually go in through the window. All four of Rose Syndicate trying to climb this way. There's so many entry points here, but you just want to get that one single window to get into. It's one who gets nade. That nade was purely made for themselves. He was...
We don't talk about that. Well, let's see if Kusa can actually clutch it out here, because both Razor and Putra got screwed over there. And now Kusa, he's going to throw the grenade over in, maybe trying to deny the kills, or at the very least, if he's got the right angle, it will go through and kind of block out the stairs. However, he has to deal with 3 members of Rose Syndicate. Kusa is going to be the next to fall. Miss Rose Syndicate will knock out EVOS VIP.
Yep, that's Captain Kuza for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Captain Kuza that actually knocked down EVOS VIP.
Let's not. We don't talk about that. It's a scrim game. Don't worry about it. It's all part of the plan.
It's planned, yeah.
It's all planned.
I have to, but then back to the game. Jumper is quite really far from the rest of the team. He's trying to heal himself there. ESG breathing behind there next. There's also Bigetron. And there's one more Nat Atai, if I'm not mistaken, just around the corner, hanging on, making sure he got himself in the position.
Yep, and now we do see most of the teams already in the circle. Only BTR need to make their way in. The circle is closing in, so it will pressure them to go in. They do have a couple of vehicles though, so they can go around. They don't need to go straight, and that's really a smart move. But again, Atai, 10k is all alone. Oh, looks like shots onto Zully on the side of BTR. Atai just hanging around. Now Zully is being knocked down by Atai, 10k. His teammates are nowhere to be found.
It's not looking too good here as the last member of Esports is going to take his shots onto BTR, and they do. He knocks out Naeem this time round. Really nicely done. Bigetron is going to be the next to bow out in this scrim game. And now coming into the last 6 teams in the 5th circle as well. Not a lot of cover to work with unless you have some structures. It looks like ESG does have prime position, but we don't see the rest of the map. Where did Yoodo gang actually go?
Well, maybe they're trying to just not appear in the map for now and let everybody do their own job and just clean the mess after this. Because currently Yoodo is trying to play safe as much as they can. ESG is right in front of him. I think Jumper can sense there's one net Atai in that hard shot.
What?
I think it almost clipped most of the helmet by Net just now.
What? How? Where even was the angle? Oh, that. Oh, what even? Oh, just the edge of the US. My goodness. Just the hitbox of the vehicle itself blocked him with that shot. How unfortunate.
Oh, I just want to see Jumper just do that one more time onto Atai just for it. Oh, man. That was a shot that's like, you can't even see Atai, but he managed to connect the shots there. And now it looks like Fredo, he's in a little bit of a trouble situation with the buggy. And now the entire team of Utica will go in. Pemburu will need to retreat behind. Pemburu releases some shots, but onto Fredo. Oh, that explosion! Onto Fredo. Great shot by Pemburu. And now he has still 3 team members of Utica to deal with. Pemburu cooking out the grenade. Will toss it on across the building, and will looks like Drax as well will be knocked down. Mampara and Jumper left.
They want to avoid the nade. At the same time, they are spraying right in front. ESG try to rotate and get the playing around the corners, getting that UAZ. Oh no, no, this is not happening. The micro Uzi really helping. And when that UAZ just blocking the rest of ESG just now to get into Yoodo Gang's position. Pemburu trying to get the flanks here. Got straight headshot on that with an M416. And now Bravo is the only person that they have to rely on. Manparang is inside of this warehouse, getting sure that he got all the boosts up and ready.
And that's how they probably should have taken the fight earlier. Like you can see when they're going for the rush, when you have a Scar, that's not going to win out, especially against a micro Uzi. So they took some great precaution, put some distance, pre-ADS, and just waited for the opportunity to get onto Jumper. But now, let's see the end of this as they are trying to get Mount Barang in this warehouse here. It's going to be a little scary, but the micro Uzi is going to help out. The pre-fire does come through for Mount Barang. However, not enough connect. He was so close to getting a trade with a knockdown, but 2v1, that's not a situation you'd win out that easily.
It's almost impossible for Manparang because he can take out one, but the second one will just rush in and take him out. But look at this 7-up. Looks like he's been pinned down behind the tree. He has Pendit beside him, but Pendit needs to be revived at the same time. We are now down to top 4 teams, and the troll... Oh, the troll has to come in right in the middle of everyone.
We've seen it so many times now. I don't think anybody's gonna try and take the airdrop. It's quite really open there. Basically nothing to cover yourself if you happen to want to just drop. Pemburu, on the other hand, he kind of got the idea that actually the rest of Pro Syndicate is dead, but kind of a little bit to the right there. If only he shifted a little bit to the left, try to explode it, but there's no casualty for Rose Syndicate just yet. We still have Net Attack just next to Rose Syndicate here. I think he get the idea. There's one whole full squad just next to him.
They're gonna have to be real careful. Like, I'm trying to figure out a way to actually play for position and not give away your position. However, both of which you're gonna have to give away your position at some point. But looking at the members of ESG, it looks like they have enough to actually wipe the rest of the members of this game. Netatai, he's holding his ground. However, on the opposite side, he's right smack in between. He's gonna pop some utility. He has to make a decision on where he wants to go and hopefully cause MRE to actually fight ESG in open ground, and he might actually steal second place.
Looks like he has vision onto Miss Rose Esports. The shot do go out, a little bit of connection there, but not good enough to knock down. But then the shots will continue to rain from Atai. Atai tries to get a good angle, but then again, he has 2 seconds more before he needs to make a move now, and now Atai will be pressured to get into the middle of the circle. The middle circle is open, but again, that long shot from Jojo. Oh my goodness.
Where did he find the angle? Wow.
At the moment Atai trying to get out from that hut because he wants to go out. He needs to. The blue is closing in, like you said, Cloud. There's no more time for them. A Rose Syndicate trying to go against ESG, who has so many in their hands. Literally have all 3 level 3 gears for everything. Utility wise is also up full and loaded up, but Bravo already got knocked one down there, and Jojo trying to get on Pemburu, which is kind of hard with that proning with that distance as well. Kind of a long shot.
Yeah, both of them are still trying to figure out where the other one is. It's it's actually a 1v1 situation. Yeah. It's between Pemburu and Jojo. There was the initial knockdown onto Bravo, but I forgot that they already took 2 huge casualties before this fight itself. Now, this 1v1 is important. Looking at the body armors here, Pemburu does seem to have more utility in general. He's got the first aid kits, and not to mention he has smokes and a lot of durability on his body armor and his helmet. Okay, he secures the kill coming in from Jojo, but this is going to be important. Who is going to take the first shot?
Oh, this is clear. 1v1 against Jojo and also Pemburu. Pemburu now standing up, but again cannot fight out. Looks like the shot's been called out, and Jojo will be taken out, and Pemburu gets that chicken dinner for his team.
He stood up because he needs to see clearly, and the grass is actually taller on his side.
It's kind of a risk, you know. It's a bit of a roll of the dice. Whoever sees the other person first.
Jojo is just proning. I think he can actually see him just now. Because literally, just yeah, you can basically see the tip of the head there, but it doesn't seem to actually. He was a little bit hesitant when it comes to calling out the shots.
It's a tight situation, honestly, because I think he might have been busy, like, you know, looking to the right, and then you have to quickly ADS, but the moment he ADS, he was already getting shot with. So again, it does come down to microseconds and who takes the first shot.
Yeah, there was probably also a little bit of a terrain bump there that actually helped Pemburu. So Pemburu had the advantage. He probably just see like, okay, just nice enough for him, but to the side of the other side, he only sees Pemburu as just one dot, so it could be a difficult call as well. And plus, we must remember that they are looking at a phone screen, so that could be a little bit of a disruption as well for him.
Yeah, it's smaller screen. Always having a hard time calling that out if that's just a dot or that's a human being. So yeah, but anyhow, it's just a Scrim game, but a good start for Rose Esports Syndicate. The first time ever I'm looking at them at top 3. Hopefully they keep it going for the rest of the day today.
Yeah, but don't expect everybody else to just die as easily as you saw just now. They're going to take this seriously once the official games have begun, because points matter for a lot of these teams trying to make it into the top 16.
Yeah, but of course, to take this seriously in the following games, I do hope again that someone do challenge Team Secret in their home ground Pochinki in an official game. We're going to see a little bit of that today.
Oh, it's so risky though. It's
like now or never. You have to try it out in the second week, because when it comes to the third week, you have to make sure that you're playing secure your points as much as you can.
That's
You want to try something? Try it now.
Super. Can't really say too much about it, but let's have a recap through the highlights and experience that Scrim game one more time as we look through it and analyze what happened.
Alright, and now back to the highlights. Of course, this is a Scrim game. The circle at first was a little bit deceiving. It could fall somewhere at the river area, but it chooses to land in a total 100% land towards the end. And this is really interesting. We did see that two teams do want to challenge Team Secret in their home ground, which is Pochinki. Although it's a Scrim game, yet Team Secret still dropped in Pochinki. I would have liked them to drop somewhere else as well.
Yeah,
but
I want to see somebody drop in Spawn Island actually. That'll be fun to watch, because Spawn Island looks quite decent too.
It's gonna be a long swim though, so.
But yeah, it'll be fun to watch, because that's what Scrim does. You know, you can do something that you cannot do in the official game. So maybe you're like, hey, we can try this out in the official games next time, because apparently this is a better place than the rest of the game. Like, yeah.
Well, yeah, that is true. That is true. But we did see a lot of tendencies from a lot of these teams. You know, it is a warm-up game in the first game of the day, so don't expect them to be like at tip-top shape just yet. Because again, we did see Geek Fam accidentally. Was it Geek Fam or was it
VIP?
Yeah, EVOS VIP Kuza accidentally nading his own team.
Is it really an accident? That's the question. Apparently, it looks like intentional, because he tossed it twice in that same direction. The first was to knock them out. The second apparently missed them and got hit the whole squad of Rose Syndicate.
I don't think it was Kuza though. I do.
It was Kuza.
Was it Kuza? Oh.
yeah, it was Kuza.
You can see it here, which is very soon. After Bigetron being taken out by Rose Syndicate, ESG on the other hand, this is actually a nice call. They can see the feet of the players right beneath that door now.
Yeah, and it forced Hawk to get on out of there. He's like, oh no, this is bad. This is going to be a tough fight. But the Micro Uzi, again, you can see that it just dominates CQC overall. Like, no other weapon can give as much fire rate as the Micro Uzi, especially at that range. Just landing a couple of shots, even though it doesn't do enough damage, the fire rate just compensates so much for it.
Yeah, that as well. And of course, grenades have been really the theme of this tournament so far. Grenades galore, lots of grenade kills that we have seen. And just look at this. This is a clean up by Miss Rose Esports. Great play for them in CQC.
Yeah, I do hope they're going to keep it up for the next official game, because I want to see the teams that actually haven't got themselves a chicken got themselves at least today. Just at least this week.
At least this week?
Yeah, at least this week.
Well, I want to see today.
It's gonna be a big ask, because again, a lot of these teams are getting very, very hungry, and you can definitely see EVOS. They were in the same position as Resurgence yesterday, trying very, very hard and actually performing not too bad. However, still not netting themselves that winner chicken dinner as often as they would like to, but they have a lot of catching up to do, so they will start eating out these other teams if they have the opportunity.
Well, The thing is, maybe some teams just kind of got their own recipe. Like here, we can see Last Survivor performing very well since Saturday last week. And they keep on the momentum going, which I think they kind of found their footings already. But problem is, can they improvise? For example, Team Bosskurr, which is really kind of in a loss right now.
Yeah, agree with that. Although you'd have found your footing, you have found that way like how Last Survivor has somehow done it. You cannot keep. You probably can just use that for the next maybe one more day, and then after that you really need to switch it up because everyone will start to learn. This is how you do it, and we'll find ways to counter you. So you need to start to be creative with that. That's where maybe we will see other teams as well start to rise up to the occasion.
I would say that certain things just kind of work if you have the mechanical skill. For an example, week 1, Yoodo gang just, taking people out. If they honestly, if they followed the same pattern that they did previously in week 1, I think they would have a much better score. But again, they are trying to diversify. They're thinking for the long term. And I think some of these teams, when they know, okay, I've kind of secured top 16, we should start thinking about the long term too. What about after this? If we win PMPL, what do we do after that? What about international teams?
Yeah, they have to actually grow within this very short period of time because you need to catch up or you'll be left behind. This is what happened for those actually at the bottom 16 right now. They need to figure something out very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe consider just using the crossbow to kill. I'm just saying.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Final thoughts, Sir Cloud.
Crossbow kill.
Crossbow kill. Final thoughts, Choo Choo.
Somebody else get chicken dinner today.
Somebody else get a chicken dinner. Okay, that's going to be it for the Cursed Cast this time around. We're going to go on a short break and we're going to come back. It's going to be more PMPL official games.
Halo, saya Noki dari tim Geek Fam.
Hello, nama saya Irman Parang daripada tim Yoodo Gang.
Saya Bapak daripada Bigetron.
大家好，我是 Team NoRecoil 的 Stone
Hello, I'm Kuza from VIP Squad.
Saya Han X daripada tim Bosskurr.
Ya, saya Amy Muhammad.
Hi guys, I'm Chichu Gaming.
Hello guys, saya Secret Go.
Hi, saya J Hunter.
Hey guys, I hope you guys are enjoying the PMPL. My name's Contra and I am the caster as well as the operations manager for Resurgence. So as you all know that there is a virus spreading around which is the COVID-19. So here are some tips to stay safe during this critical moments.
So langkah yang pertama, korang kena basuh tangan selama 20 saat menggunakan air dan sabun.
Langkah kedua adalah menggunakan hand sanitizer bila anda tidak dapat membasuh tangan.
若没能洗手，可以使用含有酒精成分的消毒剂来洗手。
Nombor 3, elakkan memegang mata, hidung dan mulut korang ketika tangan korang kotor.
Jika batuk dan bersin, tutup mulut dan hidung menggunakan tisu.
Pakai mask jika anda pergi keluar ataupun anda pergi ke tempat yang ramai orang. Jika anda tidak pakai, sememangnya sangat-sangat berbahaya.
Avoid crowded areas and taking public transportation.
Okay, tips dia adalah korang kena minum air, kerap minum air dan makan vitamin dan bersenam setiap hari untuk menguatkan stamina badan.
Jikalau anda pada batuk ataupun bersin, jangan lupa untuk tutup bahagian hidung dan mulut anda supaya orang lain tidak mendapatkan virus tersebut.
Jika anda mengalami demam atau apa-apa kesakitan atau apa-apa jenis kelemahan, pastikan anda berjumpa dengan doktor dengan segera ataupun pakar perubatan. Bermula dengan saya dan juga korang, kita perlu bekerjasama untuk mengelakkan dan menghapuskan virus corona ini ataupun dikenali sebagai COVID-19.
Dan sementara itu Mozart sempat
meletak. Ni jumper senang memegang Groza akan mencari Saki Baki dan itu palingan pun sudah dapat kita saksikan, masih lagi belum terkena turun ke bawah seketika. Jumper tidak memegang senjata tetapi itulah dia sebab dia memegang bom sebentar ini. Pada masa yang sama Man Parang juga dapat dia dalam compound ini dan mereka akan mencari pemain-pemain daripada pasukan tim NoRecoil. Itu dia daripada Iron Pro, kedudukannya sangat-sangat baik mencari Stewart tetapi Stewart melarikan diri. Insomnas
Masih lagi berada bahagian dalam Steward dan dalam sini Somden dari bahagian belakang. Dia akan dijatuhkan oleh Bokeh. Tembakan yang sangat-sangat baik daripada Bokeh sebentar tadi dan meninggalkan Steward berseorangan saja daripada pasukan tim NoRecoil. Rata pasukan tersebut.
Yap. Hilang. Oh, datang nak bagi defend pula. Ada 3 orang datang.
Beramai-ramai pula datang untuk mengotakkan seorang saja. Kaya akan terus dihabiskan sekarang ini. Akan berbaki 2 orang pemain saja lagi. Itu dia Arts. Dia mungkin akan dapatkan 1. Tak juga. Kagura sekarang ini tinggal berseorangan sahaja. Mosguku telah pun mengambil first aid kit dan itulah dia. Disingkirkan di tempat yang terakhir. Tapi ketiga-tiga pemain daripada pasukan tim NoRecoil masih lagi menunggu dengan sabar. Siwa dia akan pegang M416, Dembro juga dalam keadaan yang sama. Micro Uzi masih lagi pegang di tangan. Tetapi dia masih lagi menunggu sahaja waktu-waktu untuk menjentuh satu peperangan yang baik. Dan Uzi tersebut berjaya untuk menjatuhkan Siwan. Dan dia boleh lihat sekarang dia terus bergerak ke dalam untuk mencari pemusuh yang lain. Tetapi tak jatuh lagi. Lihat betul lah jawati NoRecoil ini.
Oh, tapi Yos sekarang datang untuk backup dan dia akan jatuh juga. Peluang yang baik untuk pasukan NoRecoil. Mereka menamakan kedudukan 2 selama sekarang ini, tetapi Loyum kena.
Saya Muhammad Fidozi bin Maisa, and in game name saya diorang Traitor Oze. Oze ni actually originate sebab short form daripada nama saya Fidozi, and it comes to Oze. And then with that orang kenal I lagi senang lah kalau I letak Oze. So dari situ I letak Oze. So melekat and then ramai orang kenal. Okay lah, saya more to scouter and fragger, prioritize by fraggers, and saya selalu bagi arahan kepada tim, and saya yang bertanggungjawab dalam mencari circle baru, membeli circle baru. saya akan bawa tim saya masuk dalam circle dengan selamat, and saya juga proses sebagai support lah kot bagi kira kan. And then saya prefer pakai M4 XM. Actually saya main PUBG season 2 tu masa saya dekat Rusia. Masa saya main masa saya belajar kat Rusia tu, saya tak ada kawan nak main. Saya main bodoh je. Lepas tu bila saya balik pada habis belajar cuti, and then saya jumpa kawan yang nak ajak saya untuk main serius sebab dia nampak saya ada potential. Lepas tu saya main. Lepas tu macam clan Traitor ni nampak saya punya potential tu, and then diorang serap saya masuk join first offline tournament, and then dapat nombor 3 lah, and then terus saya diserap, and then saya join banyak tournament offline, and then saya banyak pengalaman lah saya ambil, dan sampai sekarang saya boleh lead tim saya sendirilah. Saya rasa tak banyak perbezaan pun dalam game dengan kat luar, sebab kalau game saya memang banyak bercakap, sebab tu saya boleh bagi arahan. Saya akan kau pergi sini, kau pergi sini, and then kat luar pun saya banyak bercakap. Saya ajak orang sembang lah, saya memang kuat borak lah. For all of my fans Traitor yang dah bersama kita orang since PFC season 1, kita orang memang sangat berterima kasih kat korang lah. Tanpa korang, family kita orang memang tak akan membesar sampai macam ni lah. And daripada bukan saja game PUBG saja, banyak game lagi yang kita orang dah kembangkan, and terima kasih kat korang.
Segi personality Oze ni kadang-kadang dia okey, dia handsome apa semua, tapi kadang-kadang tu dia selekeh lah, selamba je macam tu lah. Kat sleeper tak tentu arah macam tu lah Oze. Dia punya leadership semua okey, dia punya cara masuk compound apa okey, tapi at the same time kadang-kadang yang tempat yang dia pergi tu kadang-kadang belum sampai dah mati, kadang sampai terus mati, like macam, tapi sometimes okey, sometimes dia menjadikan sedang tak menjadi. Tapi kita belajar daripada something, daripada dalam Traitor ni, kalau tak ada Oze sangat susah sebab dia ni macam kita punya tulang belakang juga. Sebab dia antara orang paling lama dalam Traitor. So kalau macam saya pun nak buat something pun kena tanya dia juga. Tanya tu, tapi itulah kalau saya balas 10 message, dia butik je. Oze, kau ingat kau power ke? Aku lagi power dah.
Aku punya bintang Oze. Dia seorang yang marah jugalah dalam game kan. Sebab dia kena captain kan. So dia memang jenis yang serius lah. Sebab dia nak kena lead sampai habis game kan. So that's why dia kena lebih tegas lah, supaya suara dia lebih lantang sikit. Tapi kalau dia kat luar game, dia jenis santai lah. Sebab dalam game, in-game kena serius lah. Sebab kita hanya ada 30 minit kan untuk dalam game. So 30 minit tu memang kena serius lah. So basically dia akan coordinate start daripada flight lah. Dia akan tengok circle, and then dia akan bagi tahu lah which point nak kena pergi, and then in radius lah kita main. And then dah siap, dah habis loot, cari circle lah. Dia mati awal kadang-kadang sebab kadang-kadang total lambat loot, so dia kena scout awal lah. Dia kena scout awal, salah position, dia selalu knock lah, off position lah. Pergerakan rotation tu agak slow sikit lah sebab tak ada lead yang betul-betul pure kan. So itulah penting juga lah.
Personality dia seorang captain. Dia akan jaga team. Dia akan bagi arahan juga. Tapi macam arahan dia, tengoklah macam mana kita orang nak buat team tu, nak bentuk team tu lah. Dia nak main tu sama-sama. Arahan dia semua kita kena dengar lah. Itulah kadang-kadang dia pun ada buat mistake kat sendiri. Cara-cara dia pun kadang-kadang tak semuanya betul lah. Kita pun sebagai satu tim, kita kena apa benda yang dia buat silap pun kan. Sebab dia captain, dia tak boleh silap lah. Kalau dia silap pun kita semua akan maki dia. Itu perkara yang paling bodoh kalau dia buat. Sebab apa, kita akan buat apa, kita akan standby ikut dia je. Kita tak akan berani nak buat apa. Dia depan, kita belakang. Macam tu juga lah. Tapi dia memang captain yang paling bagus lah bagi saya. Sebab dia yang lead kita orang kan. Dia yang jaga kita orang, dia ajar macam mana semua. Dia memang tak pernah buat siapa yang paling bodoh lah. Tapi semuanya bagus lah dia. Kalau dia tak ada dalam team ni rasa susah jugalah. Sebab apa? Sebab dia yang macam kepala. Dia kepala. Kita orang ni macam badan lah. Kita akan ikut kepala kan. Mana kepala pandang kita akan ikut. Sebab ada dia memang susah. Sebab nak dapat dia tu perlukan ramai lagi orang nak cari, nak buat team baru tu memang susah. Asalnya kalau tak ada dia mesti bubar kot team ni.
Okay, nama saya Jasli bin Jasni. In game name saya 420. Saya adalah leader untuk Geek. Inilah cerita saya. Okay, kalau jenis saya ni saya jenis yang suka kacau orang. Even though kalau in game pun saya jenis yang akan sometimes buat bodoh lah, macam ada enemy saya buat shoot sembarangan sampai teammate marah. Tapi macam mana buat macam tu kan sometimes untuk satu kau release stress. Jadi tidak kau terlalu serius lah dalam game. Tapi tidak boleh juga selalu lah. Depends on situation, sometimes tidak selalu terjadi. Okay, actually saya sudah main dari season 1. Tapi waktu season 1 dengan season 2 tu saya main just for fun. Mungkin satu season tu saya cuma ada dalam 30 match, 40 match. Orang bilang memang main just untuk buang boring. Tapi waktu season 3 tu, when it comes bila saya punya adik, Nauki, dia bawa saya macam try untuk form satu team lah. Jadi waktu tu baru saya start macam serius, main serius sikit lah. Okay, kepada yang support tu, memang thank you so much guys for supporting us. Kalau tanpa support kamu semua tu, orang bilang belum tentu kami sampai sini. Dan tidak lupa juga ibu bapak saya yang selalu doakan kami. Thank you so much guys, thank you. Potensi tu abang saya. Saya pilih bermain bersama family sendiri. And personality dia suka buat orang marah. And suka kacau orang. But sometimes dia menghiburkan orang juga lah. Kalau dia tak ada dalam tim, macam susah juga lah, tidak role scouter. Dia orang bagi information.
So saya pun baru lagi dalam ni, tapi saya dah kenal dia lama. So for me, my opinion, dia punya personality dia itulah. Dia seorang yang bising, macam banyak cakap. But benda tu fun for us lah. Bila in game, bila dia outside pun. So bila dia tak ada, dia rasa macam sunyi lah. Pada si Jasli ni, si 420, okay, for 420, dia ni kadang-kadang suka tembak, macam tembak suka-suka, tembak sekali saja. Even enemy tak ada pun dia suka tembak macam tu. So untuk kita orang ni rasa macam sakit hati jugalah. Sometimes like, ya kita tahu yang dia just untuk orang kata make it fun. Tapi yelah, dia buat macam kita orang ni rasa mau marah sama dia. Itu je. Personality 420, dia cepat koyak lah. Dia cepat stres, dengan mudah panik. Sebab dia mungkin dia punya mentality tu dan cepat down sikit begitu. Tapi kalau dari segi semuanya oke. Kalau dia tidak dalam tim, maksudnya scouter kami tiada lah. So dia perlu ada dalam tim. Dia selalu bagi information kalau waktu scout. Misalnya kami buat rotation, saya sebagai in-game leader selalu macam letak marking di dalam PF, dan dia akan scout tempat tu, kalau kosong kami akan go gitu.
Buat masa sekarang 420, dia dari dulu sampai sekarang cepat koyak. Tapi untuk bagi kami, bagi dia sadarlah apa yang perlu buat supaya dia tidak mudah cepat koyak gitu. Kebaikan dia punya, biasa kami scrim, dia akan duluan masuk slot dan akan bagi tahu kami untuk masuk. Biarpun dia cepat koyak, tapi untuk training kami dia biasa dahulukan slot untuk squad dia. Dan kadang-kadang dia akan bawa kami keluar makan satu tim begitu, ataupun berdua untuk bagi masa lapang untuk kami lah. Tiada 420, tiada kami. Sebab dia pandai bercakap bagi skuad kami. Dan kalau kami memang gugup lah.
Hai, kami dari tim Bosskurr.
Hello, nama saya Muhammad Elhami bin Muhammad Zain, umur 24 tahun. GM PUBG saya Wave Palex. Role saya dalam PUBG sebagai scouter.
Hai, saya Rahimi bin Khairuddin, berumur 29 tahun, IGN pendek dan role saya adalah Fragger.
Hai, saya Amir Hamzah bin Nawali. Saya berumur 22 tahun. IGN saya Wave Mozart. Saya kapten tim Bosskurr.
Hai, nama saya Muhammad Hafiz bin Khairuddin, umur saya 25 tahun. IGN saya Wave Brother dan role saya sebagai sniper.
Hai, nama saya Muhammad Najah Isni Ismail, umur saya 26 tahun. Dalam IP PUBG Wave NX, role support.
Okay, tim saya ni sebenarnya berasal daripada bermain bersama-sama di rank klasik. So dia start daripada situ, saya panggil kawan saya Palex, and then dia ajak bekas tim dia RRQ Panda dulu. Then kita orang form team together dan kita orang ambil Hana X sebagai sub kita orang untuk PMPL Liga.
Preparation yang kita orang buat adalah sebelum dan sebelum daripada PMPL ni, kita orang setiap hari pagi, petang dan malam kita orang ada join Scrim, room yang tertutup untuk tim-tim yang ada dalam Malaysia ni. Lepas tu kita training untuk mendapatkan chemistry yang mantap lah. So kita orang dapat cuba buat yang terbaik lah dalam PMPL ni.
Untuk preparation untuk 3 minggu ni, kami adalah sangat teruja lah untuk join. Kadang-kadang ada juga rasa stres, tapi kami memang steady buat join. Itu je.
Okay, daripada segi mental kita orang semua, saya rasa kita orang semua dah cukup sedia untuk Liga PMPL ni. Dan kepada kawan saya Wave Alex ataupun tim saya sendiri, dia adalah kawan yang selalu memberi semangat lah antara kita orang semua untuk dari segi mental.
Okay, kepada tim-tim yang ada dalam PMPL ni, di mana korang sembunyi, kita orang tetap akan cari. Weh, mari!
Okay, untuk chemistry kami masih perbaiki lagi, dan kami cuba cari lagi chemistry untuk memantapkan lagi untuk tim kami. Harap berjaya lah, dan kami akan cuba buat yang terbaik untuk PMPL.
Okay, dalam tim ni orang yang selalu mati awal, orang yang first kali tersun, saya lah. Sebab dia orang selalu suruh saya buat hal sendiri seorang-seorang. Dan saya akan mati awal.
Sedih. Kalau untuk tournament, saya akan suruh orang tenang, santai. Sebab kalau panik, kita orang takkan boleh berfikir secara rasional. Kalau kita orang tenang, kita orang boleh lebih steady lah. So boleh fokus dan boleh buat banyak tenang, santai lah.
Tenang sikit.
Untuk isu dalam PMPL ni, yang saya dapat, jadual dia mungkin kalau ni sedikit masalah dengan kerja lah. Macam kita orang pun semua gamer and then semua pun streamer, jadual untuk kita bahagikan untuk stream tu dengan PMPL tu agak susah sedikit. Tapi kalau untuk isu family tu tak ada masalah buat ni, buat masa ni tu saja.
Okay, kepada kawan-kawan yang di luar sana dan juga audience PUBG Community Malaysia kita yang support tim Bosskurr untuk Liga PMPL ni, saya ucapkan terima kasih kepada korang semua sentiasa support. Kepada supporter, family kita orang semua, terima kasih memberi sokongan terhadap kita orang semua. Terima kasih. Weh, sayang korang tu.
Setakat ni kita orang punya perjalanan tu kita orang masih mencari keserasian antara kami. Apa yang kita orang praktikkan dalam Scrim apa semua kita orang tak gunakan sepenuhnya lagi. Masih mencari cuma cuba kuatan kita yang masing, and ada yang kita dah jumpa berhubung untuk cari points tu. Dan sepanjang minggu ni kita orang dah buat kaji balik segala match ke strategi, and insyaAllah minggu yang akan datang kita orang akan ubah sedikit, buat sedikit perubahan dengan strategi kita orang, and insyaAllah kita orang akan buat comeback.
Macam yang kapten saya cakap macam tu, memang sekarang ni kita orang ada susah sikit untuk week yang sekarang ni. Lagipun kita orang tak jangkakan apa yang akan jadi untuk masa yang akan datang. So untuk sekarang ni kita kaji semula apa yang kesilapan daripada tim kita orang. Kita nak buat chemistry baru, kat mana poin-poin yang kita nak chemistry tu lagi padu, kat situ kita orang akan training. So pada supporter tim kita orang, fans kita orang, saya minta maaf kalau kita orang tak dapat nak bagi yang terbaik lah. Tapi insyaAllah kita orang cuba, sebab sekarang ni masih awal lagi. Masih banyak minggu lagi.
Well, for us now it's constantly really good. So we're doing pretty good, and our teammate is constantly like mentally healthy. Even our Miracle boy is doing really well, even though it's his first long league. So
yeah, so I think our first half of the league we are doing pretty alright, pretty well actually. And for now we just need to keep the momentum going. And also, yeah, not to mention the teammates, they are really good. Shot sniper and Diaz rushing aggressiveness. It just amazed me. So yeah, hopefully we can keep the momentum going until the league's over.
I would say as of now, it's pretty messy because we are still getting used to how the Malaysian teams play. They have a really unique playstyle that we've never seen before in Singapore. So it really caught us off guard, which we didn't really do well because of that. But yeah, it's okay. It's still the early stages. I think once it goes to the mid and late of the PMPL, we will definitely do better.
It was also quite fun, like competing against like strong teams that we never go up before, like against. So yeah, this journey was quite fun. Can get like a new experience. Maybe work out some strategy. Yeah.
我看从那前第一天的我们打得还好啦，dia play very consistent, and kita orang dah mendapatkan chicken dinner sekali pada pertama. Semoga budak-budak ni lebih konsisten lagi pada match-match yang akan datang, dan chicken tu sebenarnya bonus. Yang penting konsisten. Ni apa baiki sedikit kesilapan yang kita orang buat. Contohnya macam saya sebagai scouter, saya bawa tim saya tidak sepatutnya mati dululah. Itulah yang penting, sebab kalau saya mati, tim saya memang terumbang-ambing, tak tahu nak pergi bagaimana. Diorang lost, diorang down. So mungkin lepas ni saya akan tukar sedikit strategi. Saya mungkin akan lebih rapat dengan tim saya, mungkin akan tukar role. Kita tengoklah macam mana berdasarkan dengan apa yang tim yang kita orang against tu.
Memang kita akan tukar role lah, sebab buat masa sekarang ni tak dapat menyelah. Sebab memang susah. Diorang, saya punya tim lah, walaupun ada yang dah tetapkan role, tapi tetap tak boleh go, tak boleh nak, selalu je ada mistake. Macam yang apa yang terjadi sebelum ni, kapten kita orang sendiri yang kena, walaupun tu versus one, saya tak pasti kenapa. Bila jadi macam tu, dah jadi first blood yang tu, semua dah jadi down. So kita orang takkan buat benda yang sama, kita orang akan stick together lah. Dah tak ada yang berjauhan lagi. Saya bukan nak berharapkan siapa lah untuk pergi lebih jauh dari kita. Lebih senang kalau kita berdekat. So kita orang takkan ada masalah lah untuk tu. So sekarang ni semua lagi ada, kan kita orang boleh masuk ke circle. Walaupun circle jauh, kita jumpa lah. Sebab semuanya ada strategi. Kan kita orang semua dah kaji macam mana korang semua tim-tim lain yang turun kat map, macam mana kita nak masuk circle. Ada lah cara dia, tapi tunggu lah, kena lihat.
As for me, as in game leader, I would say like we are setting goals of every day's goals. It's like constantly making sure that we are in top 10 league. And then after every match, we set another goal, maybe like top 5, top 3, or top 2. And could goes the same way as for the kills.
Yeah, so just like what he said, we'll have a goal for ourselves, like each and every individual. And for shots, maybe he has to still sharpen his sniping skill. And then for him is to be even better at decision making. I'm not saying it's bad, it's perfect already, but just And then for me, it's just cause I'm no longer I may be a captain, but I'm not the one making calls. It's him. He's like the mastermind of the game. So yeah, for me, it's more of like sharpening my individual skill as well, and I'm still working towards it, transitioning from 4 to 5 fingers.
I'll say we definitely have to be more adaptive. We've been so used to playing how we play in Singapore, and I think that's not good enough, I would say, because we definitely got right for the early stages. But now that we know how they play, we just have to analyze and plan on how we can counter their playstyle, and hopefully we can beat them in the later stages.
What I say is we need to work on rotation, new strategy, and learn from our mistakes so that in our future game we can do better. Yeah.
Diorang perlukan lebih stabil, konsisten, and maybe kena lebih disiplin lah. They must be more disciplined than right now. And 他们天天都给我什么欺负，给他们的 mental 就 strong 一点。
Hello guys, kita dari tim Traitor. Kita mungkin tak perform untuk minggu yang awal ni, so kita akan buat comeback. Kita orang perbaiki masalah kita orang, and sikit sebanyak
InsyaAllah lah kita orang akan buat yang terbaik. Sebab ada 24 tim, setiap minggu pun kita akan fight doang. Akan fight tu 24 tim tu, ada Group A, Group B, Group C. Kita daripada Group A, insyaAllah akan jadi yang nombor 1 untuk Group A. Terima kasih.
Hello guys, we're Team Secret.
Yeah, so keep supporting us, and we'll see you guys at PNPL Secret Fighting.
Okay, so even though we might not have met the expectations of our Singaporean fans, but this is just a warm-up. Make sure to watch us out for the second and third week.
DVD number 1.
Hello guys, Assalamualaikum. 大家好 Wanakum. 我是 Boyka, 我是从 Bigetron 来，见你们在PNPL。
I would say Bill is main core of the team. Person who control the ongoing of the team.
Hi guys, we are Team Secret. I'm Bill, the captain of the team, and this is Yuhai, the entry fragger of the team. This is Martoy, the in-game leader, also the mastermind for the team. And then we have High Shot, the sniper for the team.
how the team form. Okay, this team secret lineup is actually a new one. It's not the previous one. We had some roster changes. Basically, three of them I'm the only one remaining, and they are all from different teams, except Yuhai. He is like the underdog. We train at night due to our live stream and some other reasons. So we usually just train at night for a few hours, maybe about 6 hours, I would say. And then we have boot camp. Boot camp is where we actually train like the whole day. If we are not having photo shoot or any other events, so on and so forth. So that is pretty much our training.
Well, we'll say it's quite pretty good because it doesn't not that long and does not short stuff. So we are really well prepared for the 3 weeks.
So I think our biggest rivals for the PMPL Malaysia League will be probably Yoodo, because Mamparang, Jumper, they have a lot of experience as well. They've been playing in the past 2 seasons. They're very good players.
And the second team we'll say is RSG because they have Wonky, which is toothless. They have a dragon in the team.
So I would say we are progressing quite fast, because this is actually quite a new and fresh team. Even though Team Secret is a very long existing global name, but us as a team is quite new. But yeah, chemistry is building up, and we played pretty well. We clicked together, so it's good. Die the earliest. I think it's more of like we take turns. Sometimes I die the earliest in the game. Sometimes die the earliest. Sometimes he. Sometimes he. So it's just like throwing a dice. So because we haven't really like played in offline tournaments, so we don't know how it goes. But usually during our training, when we play in scrims or maybe some local online tournaments, I would say Matoy and Yuhai. This one is naturally because he's the youngest in the team, and he's just like sometimes like very hyper, something like that. And for Matoy because he's the Indian leader, and yeah. So basically, I think the rest of us are fine, but actually he's fine also. Just that he's 16, very young. He's very young. He's supposed to be in school right now, but yeah, because of tournaments, because he wants to pursue his dream of becoming an Esport athlete, and he got a concert from the parents as well. So he's taking a break from school and playing alongside. Okay, I'll say the training from the beginning is the most intense one, because we want to put things in place as soon as possible. So beginning is the most intense, and then like slowly after some time we just kind of like ease things up, because too much of training may actually backfire on us. So for now it's probably just night time when we play in scrims and all, and we still have free times to do our own stuff, maybe like listening to music, or just like watching movies, or like even going out together, stuff like that.
Having on the go as our manager, I think it would be one of our success part, because like he helped us to progress a lot in many things, and mainly to keep our mood up in kind of like difficult situations and stuff like that.
Actually, that's very true. I forgot to tell that just now when the previous question we asked about who's the most maker in the team. I think the one that contributes the most to this is probably our manager on the go. He's always the one that cheers up this and that, and he always manages to do it like effectively. And yeah, people know him as a caster, and we see him as a manager as well. It's just a pleasure, and it's like a blessing to be did make many things happen, bring this team together, and a lot of stuff.
Halo, saya Naoki dari tim Geek Fam.
Hello, nama saya Mamparang daripada tim Yoodo Gang.
Saya Bapak daripada Bigetron.
大家好，我是 Team NoRecoil 的 Stonike.
Hello, I'm Kuza from VIP Squad.
Saya Han X daripada tim Bosskurr.
Ya, saya Amy Muhammad.
Hi guys, I'm Chichu Gaming.
Hello guys, saya Secret on the Go.
Hi, saya J Hunter.
Hey guys, I hope you guys are enjoying the PMPL. My name's Contra, and I am the caster as well as the operations manager for Resurgence. So as you all know that there is a virus spreading around, which is the COVID-19. So here are some tips to stay safe during this critical moment.
So langkah yang pertama, korang kena basuh tangan selama 20 saat menggunakan air dan sabun.
Langkah kedua adalah menggunakan hand sanitizer bila anda tidak dapat membasuh tangan.
若没能洗手，可以使用含有酒精成分的消毒剂来洗手。
Nombor 3, elakkan memegang mata, hidung dan mulut korang ketika tangan korang kotor.
Jika batuk dan bersin, tutup mulut dan hidung menggunakan tisu.
Pakai mask jika anda pergi keluar ataupun anda pergi ke tempat yang ramai orang. Jika anda tidak pakai, sememangnya sangat-sangat berbahaya.
Avoid crowded areas and taking public transportation.
Okey, tips dia adalah korang kena minum air, kerap minum air dan makan vitamin dan bersenam setiap hari untuk menguatkan stamina badan. Jikalau anda berada batuk ataupun bersin, jangan lupa untuk tutup bahagian hidung dan mulut anda supaya orang lain tidak mendapatkan virus tersebut.
Jika anda mengalami demam atau apa-apa kesakitan atau apa-apa jenis kelemahan, pastikan anda berjumpa dengan doktor dengan segera ataupun pakar perubatan. Bermula dengan saya dan juga korang, kita perlu bekerjasama untuk mengelakkan dan menghapuskan virus corona ini ataupun dikenali sebagai COVID-19.
Welcome to the PUBG Mobile Pro League Malaysia and Singapore 2020. We're bringing you all the action live from IO Esports Arena, Kuala Lumpur. And here's a huge thank you to our host, Tencent Games, PUBG Corporation, Lightspeed, and Quantum Studios for bringing us all these exciting games, because you're watching this live on Facebook Gaming, our official live streaming partner. Welcome back to the PMPL 2020 here after a pretty long break, a little bit longer than usual, but don't worry, we'll get you to the official games as quick as possible. My name is Getting Q, this is Choo Choo, and this is Sir Cloud. This is the English Cursed Cast for the PMPL MYSG. Glad you guys can join us here today.
So first map today, finally we'll be into Sanhok. My question is, stop giving heart in circle. Just
hey,
it was too heart in circle all day, all night, and it's like we want to see something new. Just not stop ruining small maps.
Okay, I shall not say anything this time because you all know my preferences, but okay, I'll give it to you guys.
Okay, alright. I'm a little 50-50 on this one as we go into our first official match. The next map is going to be Sanhok, one of the smaller maps that they have to offer here. So expect a lot of aggressive fighting from all these teams here today. As we saw in the Scrim game, people weren't afraid, and I'm hoping they're bringing that same energy into this next game.
You know, sometimes that's the difference in Scrim games. Everybody kind of don't care that much, and they don't have that kind of a fear and doubt to actually go and engage in a war. If only they can bring that to the official match as well. It actually gives a lot of improvisation in terms of their gameplay. Because the moment that you doubt yourself, right, that's why you hesitate. When you hesitate, you waste that precious moment, like even 0.1 second really costs a lot.
Yeah, and you know, those moments really make a difference. And you know, it's like looking at two peaking spots at once, or trying to guess whether that guy's in a ghillie suit or is that just a bunch of grass. Those 0.5 of a second might actually cost you your life.
Yeah, and talking about not hesitating, Traitor, they really need to not hesitate all their moves. This is the week that they need to rank up the points to climb up because they're just not doing that well. Yes, they were one of the invited teams, so expectation is that, okay, they need to at least get into the top 16. It's really, really important for them.
I think they should put aside their invited teams and their expectation, you know, and just focus the game. That's what keeps some of the players actually motivated to keep on going, because if you keep on dragging yourself down and you hit a wall, so because like, you know, Resurgence has been hitting a wall for a very long time, but the moment they broke that wall, like smashed into that with a chicken dinner yesterday, they keep it rolling all the way out there. You see the snowballing effect. After that, they got themselves another third place and almost got themselves one more chicken in a row.
Yeah, and you know, that's also a great example to bring up. Our last survivors who also performed the same, if not better, on some of these days, netting themselves quite a number of winner chicken dinners. I think we're expecting a lot of these teams to kind of look for top position as well as kill volume here in today, especially in week 2. Oh, there we go. Looks like the war cries are coming out, and that means one thing: the lobby is being set up as the players will start loading into their games. That means the official game is starting real soon.
Oh yeah, we all can't wait for that. And of course, the long break has given us a little bit of chill time, but then again, the restart now is going to be the smallest map possible, the most action-packed map possible. So the break was actually just to set everyone up for this. This is going to be heart-pumping.
Oh, this is going to be exciting because we know Sanhok, when it comes to A versus C at that, I can't wait what they have under their sleeve, because we know A versus C, especially with this A group, super aggressive, force people to fight no matter what, challenge every single one of them, and we know that they will keep it going. I hope there's no more swimming, because apparently when there's swimmings, there will be no fights. It's just people running away from the blue zone. It's not even...
It very literally becomes the shooting range from Erangel the moment people touch the water. And that's why I personally don't believe it. It's good to find that I have an advocate for that now. But Sir Cloud, you might be on a different opinion here.
Well, I'll keep my thoughts to myself, but you guys know by now, right? Yeah.
Spill it out now.
So I don't want to jinx it anymore. Yeah.
So the curse cast is still ongoing, I guess.
Yeah, this is a thing. This is the thing. So far, I think we're like, every time we've mentioned it, it's about a good 73% chance of coming true on accident or being completely wrong.
But we have Matto today that will counter curse us at some point, so maybe it will be a good day for the place. But finally, Sanhok first game of the day. Very green, very rainforesty, and back to the aggressive game for AVCC.
Rainforesty.
Rainforest.
Okay, that's a word now, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, as the words of the great Gideon, they'll be locked and loaded in the airplane. Let's just hope they don't get locked inside. If not, they're never getting onto the plane. But then again, of course, we will be jumping into Sanhok here, the smallest map possible, where vehicles is the least priority and looting will definitely be the main priority because you want to get those head-on fights. And our featured players, Appy, Ichong, Nuk, as well as Zully.
Look at Ichong's damage. He's been really crushing it with those nades, but the overall kill count for a lot of these guys are very similar, so keep your eyes open for Axis as well. So these guys, they have to play a little bit more carefully, but expect them to take them which reminds me, everybody in chat, give your respects because this is Zai's 100th game of Tribute to Zai! Okay. Thank you so much, Zai, for being able to observe so many of these games. It's great to actually share this moment with you for the 100 games observed, as well as the other observers as well. We're watching you out when you hit your 100 mark. You guys are absolutely lovely to have on live cam. But after that particular flight path, really neutral, the circle seems to be not too bad. It's on the flight path itself. That's more than we can ask for compared to the other days.
And landed on the mainland as well. I'm very happy about this because everybody have a good chance to fight themselves into the center of the mainland here. Paradise Resort will be one of the hottest spots that will kind of on the last circle. Hopefully it won't, because Paradise Resort is not an easy place to just fight with.
But it looks like some teams are decently close to it, but not going into it just yet. The closest to is going to be XPERT as well as Bigetron. Looks like Bigetron has first dibs on the loot so far, and XPERT is going to have to stick around the outskirts. I don't think they want to take this fight just yet, but we'll see. If they want kill volume, go for it. And now Traitor and ESG. Wait a minute. He tries to go tries to go on through, but Botak guns him down the moment he's through the window. I don't think that's what we want to see here, especially if you're trying to break through into the top bracket.
Well, Bota didn't even move. He was just like, I'm just there. I'm nothing. I'm invisible. You can't see me. And boop, just comes in and just gets that shot. Wow.
Oh, looks like we've got 13-13 for both punch and pan kills. Let's make those pan kills more. Grenade kills still consistently going up. 78 already.
Which one will be hitting out 50 then? First, punch or pan?
I would say pan.
Yeah, let's do the pan.
Let's do pans.
Yeah.
Are you okay with that, Choo Choo?
Can we do crossbow there?
Just one stat like crossbow kills.
Yeah, there you go.
Welcome to the dark side, Choo Choo.
Okay, back to the game. Divinity and the rest of Tara might have to go very soon there because, well, there's so many teams right at the center of boot camp right now. Because it's kind of a high possibility for the circle to migrate into boot camp later on. But those actually outside of the circle, this is the moment we kind of question again. Outer circle or inner circle to play? Best time to play with?
It's kind of tough to say, especially for a much smaller map here, because if you do play for Inner Circle, you're going to be in constant fights, constant harassments all the time. And, you know, looking back at this, usually if Group B was in, you would expect Bapak to be on Paradise Resort. But now that they're not there, clearly it's completely empty. And, you know, XPERT were on the outskirts of it, and I think they were worried that somebody was heading towards Paradise. However, you can see the rest of ESG slowly rotating towards the circle, into the center of the circle, as well as Divinity. And just behind them is going to be MRE. So that's going to be an interesting debacle once we see whether or not they want to take control of Paradise Resort.
Yeah, another side that's going to be interesting is that Team Bosskurr as well. They are down south, so they will need to make a move into the circle sooner or later. They may pass by the bridge, which looks to be pretty well camped out here by Team Secret, at least for now. But I do think that there will be some camping happening, bridge camp happening for one of the bridges around Painan. I think that will be it. Around Camp Charlie, looks like no one's going to camp there. Geek fam can make their way in, and looks like they are moving there anyway. So Bosskurr, they need to make a move fast. If not, they need to find another route.
Very heavily populated center of a circle that we can see so many colors filling in and migrating straight away now. once the first phase will be over, we do know second phase is about holding that ground and waiting for the next circle to appear on the map. On the side of Team Secret, on the other hand, they're trying to get their eyes on Steel Hearts, which is just beneath them. They can actually kind of sense there's some movement beneath them, but they don't want to just rush in yet because they know one mistake, they're going to have a decent amount of gears there as well. But a couple of the team members of Steel Hearts, on the other hand, don't have enough even vests.
Ooh, that's going to be a significant disadvantage. But however, Team Secret doesn't know that. So again, you can see that Steel Hearts, they are going to take the shots. If Team Secret put themselves in a very compromising position, they will try and take advantage. However, they're not too keen on taking the fight overall. However, looking at Team Secret, looking down towards Steel Hearts, I'm pretty sure they know, but even they aren't as confident about taking this fight.
Yeah, it's still a bit too early to take those fights, I believe. It is still 16 teams, so you may not want to have that disadvantage. Plus, you are rushing into that compound. Probably on the other side, their opponents would be like, okay, we have you. If you come through this window, we get the shots on. So that preemptive shot is still on the side of their opponents, not on the side of Team Secret. So you don't want to take that first move. Some more. Anyway, you have the high ground, so it's okay to just hang on to the high ground. You're in the circle. Why risk giving up that prime position to another team?
But I mean, like, it's not actually a big mistake to make a first move. Sometimes you can take them by surprise, which is one of the elements they needed to be if they want to win. You need to rush the team. It's not just about position points anymore. You have to boost up your kill points as well, because this is not much for positioning. Just 20 points you get in it is not going to be enough for you to actually qualify for the grand finals. But back to Divinity, they got actually raining with showers of bullet by Expert, and why that's quite a cross. There's also ESG.
Yeah, well, luckily Juggernaut was able to get behind cover, so that means the rest of the team can actually go for the pickup impact. Ooh, luckily that spray doesn't kill him. He's at like 1% of his HP so far. Juggernaut now out in the open. They don't know where they're getting shot from. ESG taking that full advantage of this compromised position of Divinity, as the other members of Divinity are just forced to fall back. Too many teams, too many angles that they have to watch out for. It's just too risky. No, Sanity is the next to fall.
Oh, Juggernaut did fall during the process of shooting, but then again, looks like the rest of team members from Divinity not in a good position. They need to find some cover. They're out in the open, no vehicles, no nothing to protect them. It looks like Sanity will be finished off by Botas. ESG got themselves a couple of points on the board, and looks like High as well. He's not in a good position. He's right in the middle, only smokes to protect him, but the entire team of EVOS have their eyes onto High. Right now, High tries to crawl onto Pendek. Pendek just waiting across, but Pendek can't make his move. It's tough right now. They're pinned down.
Yeah, he needs the rest of his team to go for a much longer angle to look at EVOS and make sure they can't go for the push. I think Pendek might be able to hold his position. However, if they have grenades, it's going to be tough. He's got not a lot of cover to run and fall back to.
There's a long journey coming out from around Langkawi straight to around Painan. They have been walking a lot for EVOS VIP. I'm surprised they are not camping it out. They pass along quarry just to reach here, and the High already cooking up the nade to get on one of the WoW members. Seems like it won't hit anybody just yet. Except for Up, on the other hand, they're trying to fan out and get the flanks here, and EVO's trying to reposition themselves. They will get that punch kill. UI is still going for the punches and pans, even though they had a bad time last time.
Hey, he learned his lesson. This time he's using his fist instead of a pan.
It doesn't make any difference.
Yeah, that makes a major difference, right? Like, yeah.
Yeah, totally. Pan has way more damage. I'm just saying, the pan is a more effective weapon and a more appreciated stat than the punch kill.
Fine. So much love for pan kills. It's okay.
Back to WoW, Zone WoW with, if I'm not mistaken, EVOS VIP. So they're actually kind of will bump into each other with Team Secret, who happen to be just on the outskirts of Quarry, which is very close by to Painan now. EVOS is still trying to get on. They lost one man for EVOS for now. Kuza, the team captain, the first one to be out. But look at this, they're playing this terrain quite hard for both teams. So many trees in between. They're also secret behind them as well. They don't want to overstay themselves too much.
Yeah, and I already feel like this might be a bit of an overstay, because like you can see EVOS, they pretty much needed to fan out much earlier. They have taken a casualty, so now they kind of don't have a choice but to take out the squad from WoW, secure themselves that 4 points, and maybe look to play for positioning later.
Oh, Heiko now. Looks like he's prepping up the grenade and he may toss it at any point of time. And now, grenade goes out onto Tone Wow on the other side, but does not connect to anybody. It's pretty much a stalemate here at this point. Probably enter the next circle, which we will see really, really soon. Pende just trying to get away from all the action, but splitting away from his team.
Maybe he's trying to get more information. And oh, that's a cute unicorn.
Okay, alright, that's a cute design.
I don't really see this unicorn much, but I really want to see it more. But there you go. I think it's a Groza with a lot of level 3 stuff in there. Quite stock up for those who actually got themselves their hands on the airdrop.
Yeah.
But down to Ban and Disco, wow, Esport are finally making a move. They're not going overstaying to fight against EVOS. They know it's a waste of economy resources. Their currency is really going low here, and they need to just get themselves a better compound to just replenish whatever they have lost.
You can already see a big difference here in Sanhok being a smaller map, not just attributed to the map, but also what a lot of teams are looking for, which is kill volume. So they're going towards the center of the map. I think there's like, what, 5, maybe arguably 6, 7 teams in the center already. However, this next circle is going to force them in a little bit closer. I'm really scared for the third circle. If it's right smack, still touching all 3 islands, outer circle teams might have an advantage.
Oh man, I want to see a troll circle. I want to see the circle go to the northern side of Camp Alpha. That would be really, really cool.
I don't want to see that, but wow, hi. That is aggressive coming out from Traitor. They are actually next to each other. Apparently, Haya was a little bit late in terms of that reaction time. Maybe he thought it was one of his teammates. And Olaf, on the other hand, after finish off one of members of WoW, he just took off, and now WoW have to fight against ESG, who happen to still keep on going against WoW now. WoW is really in a tough spot. After EVOS VIP, now it's Traded, and then now it's ESG. They really need to get themselves someplace safe there to just reset everything. This is not going great at all for them.
And so far, ESG has been running and gunning to try and take as many members out and secure those kills. Botak will notice 7-up, but he's looking for Riz right now. Oh, quickly takes some preemptive fire on his own teammate. I guess he is that much in a tense situation because it's honestly anybody's game. Oh, they see Riz. They know where he is now. That means the rest of the team will rotate down to try and cut off his angles. Finally, they take out Riz, but Traitor is in the back flank there. Sumolan is going to take his shots, maybe look to hopefully nail a headshot there.
And looks like Tonewall Esports will be the first team to bow out today in an official game. So it looks like we're down to 15 here, 53 alive more. And just look at this hill. EVOS, VIP, ESG, just across each other. Traitor at another hill. They may come onto this hill at any time, but they're still within the circle though, so no pressure from the circle, that's for sure. But again, this lockdown is not good. Once this circle closes in, they will need to make a move for it. That's when they start to expose themselves.
Quite true, but lucky or not, they have to make a move because the circle is not that forgiving for everybody. EVOS on the other side got the flank on ESG. I don't know if ESG have any ideas. There's one, 3-man squad left. They already lost Yakuza straight out into the game. Well, Traitor on the other hand, they kind of make a quick move there. You saw how they just pick on a Tonghua, one person, and they're not going to take the rest of the team. They're playing super smart and safe there. And the moment they just take one, they're not being greedy at all. Straight into the center of a circle next.
And now ESG looking to be very aggressive with the way that they are playing so far. They are pushing up towards EVOS. They're looking for that kill volume to compensate for the lack of points that they have in their overall standings so far. And it's kind of been working out for them, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it's not really working out for them, but looks like ESG takes the opportunity to get out of here. They do have a couple of vehicles with them, so they will come from the outer circle, moving in, rotating to another location. And looks like, one team member was left here. Probably they want to loot here before they go. Yes, they do have a little bit of time there, and they don't have anyone else around them, so they're still pretty okay. At the same time, we do see here, looks like BTR, they've been holding on to this compound since the start of the game.
Yeah, they have faith in bootcamp all the way because chances are bootcamp will be the last circle. We've seen this yesterday. The moment we thought it was a northern circle, straight away you ended up in the middle one, which is bootcamp entirely. And they're still holding on to their compounds. They know this compound more than everybody else. So it happens to be in bootcamp, they might have the upper hand for Bigetron. Yoodo, on the other hand, actually trying to march into the same place where Bigetron camping. While there's nobody is actually on the northern side. There you go. Straight coming up on the bootcamp and its bridges as well. Those coming up from a Paradise Resort will force to move down, as well as Tara. going along the shorelines there.
Oh, that's unfortunate for the outer circle teams. Looks like the roll of the dice didn't work out for some of them, and now they're forced to kind of move their way in. I was gonna mention that Yoodo probably wants to hold off on going for the assault until the next circle is determined, but I think even now more than ever, infiltrating bootcamp and taking out Bigetron might be the prime position they want to get and set themselves up for circle 4 and 5.
Yeah, we have seen that boot camp fight yesterday with Resurgence actually getting the chicken dinner in, but they were not the first team into the boot camp, so that's also sort of a sign that says you don't need to really secure boot camp. But look at this, Olaf is just behind them. Oh, did you see that? Olaf looks like he will go left and right. Romeo will go behind, and Olaf will be taken out by Dylan. Dylan will finish off Olaf, sending him back to the lobby.
That was nice, stepping up and just strafe away, coming up for last minute. Traitor is the team that will be out here. It seems like they got finished off on 15 placement. XPERT and what just now, it was strafing just like what 0.1 second, and they took the bait for Traitor. Just if only they wait a little bit more out, maybe they can reverse the situation on Traitor's side.
So unlucky there, so unlucky. They're even standing still, and looks like Ned and ESG are going into a full frontal fight. Let's have a look over to their perspective as ESG trying to rotate. However, that position isn't going to look too good for them, even though Superline is going to get knocked down first. Their backs are completely exposed to EVOS, and EVOS do take advantage. They knock down. They want to get Superline again, and Ned, can they actually secure this kill? Botak's in trouble, hiding behind one tree, and again, the M4 is going to be the weapon of choice for Luxy. Hopefully he can take him out, but EVOS on the other side, putting some bullets, but luckily Luxy is able to secure that kill.
ESG plays himself 14th place, just next to Traitor. Who was the first one to be out just now?
It was so it was definitely not Traitor. Traitor was the second one. First one was
we'll have to wait and see for the stats. Yeah, EVOS VIP now going against Nat. Nat has been aggressively going from one team wipeout and just trying to find another. Heiko on the other hand and Razor trying to actually get information passed back to the team to know, and gatekeeping at the edge of a circle here. But I don't know how long they should stay, because we know the next circle won't be as forgiving as now, because chances are there will be maybe centralized to bootcamp, which all the Bigetrons holding that fortress.
Yeah, and Tonwao Esports was the first one to bow out today, by the way. Yeah. And the circle, yes, we do see this pattern that looks like the circle may really end up into bootcamp, but bootcamp BTR has it all covered, so it's not going to be easy. We do see here Yoodo gang. Oh, looks like bootcamp has been.
Bailed out.
They bailed out bootcamp. Okay, want to go really in the middle right there.
No, Sim Secret already backing off 2.9, but this is just judgment call time. I don't think it will be actually make that big of a difference for the next circle. Maybe a little more centralized, just excluding that riverside there. But on the east side, there's too much people clumping up, just around the corner of the circle. It's really, really tough one if you're one of those teams to play there. I think there's only one person for Divinity. Oh my goodness. Well, there you go. Matoi did it again.
Oh, and the entire arena.
I'm not just going to say anything now. I'm not gonna say anything now.
How does he do it every single friggin' time? Oh my god, that's gotta be so frustrating for the other teams. Matsoi again with his blessings of the circle. Looks like he's been paying tribute here. Dylan wants to take out one more member of EVOS here. He's locked down prone, but I think Dylan has to retreat because they do notice that MRE are in the wakes with high ground as well. The long shots are being taken by Romeo to kind of slow down that push coming in from Miss Road Syndicate.
Yes, Romeo now still trying to fend it off now. He is a little behind the stone. His team member is another location. And looks like Romeo will still try to fend it off. But again, on the right side, they are coming in for him. They do want Romeo. Jojo is on the other side, but Romeo is taking a couple of hits there. Romeo down to 60% health, cooking out the grenade. We'll toss it out really soon. But again, it's a short one onto Jojo. Does not connect to anybody. Divinity looks like they have impact on the other side of the map. But he's not going to engage anything at all because he's the only one left now. Bandages will be applied, but left and right will come in for 10, will come in from the left, and Jojo on the right, grenades will go out by Jojo, and now Romeo, how long are you going to stay here? Romeo, you are being trapped here, they have all eyes onto Romeo, blue circle will come in, they need to make a run for it!
XPERT MY, the cover has already arrived, and now they're trying to take up the fight head on against Syndicate, and there you go, Jojo being charged right in from the right side flank, Romeo trying to get it, both of them are down with the help of one of Lord just now, happens to be helping right on time for Romeo, but now the rest of Team Rose Syndicate have to back down. They are trying to get into the circle as soon as possible. Everybody is tanking in blue in phase 4, and it's really, really painful for them because every second it takes their health quite a lot. 1% at that. Rose Syndicate still trying to be pressured by Dylan. Taking right on the flank, but return back damage at really low HP there with Blue tipping it off, and now Saint going in from the back. He's trying to take in Fatih here, just solo player left for the Rose Syndicate. Lon still trying to make it out. Both of them proning. Knocked down is Lon. Saint trying to pull the clutch here. One last hit on Rose Syndicate. Trying to make it out. But Saint is down instead. That's whole team XPERT MY being wiped straight out into the lobby.
Well done to Rose Syndicate. However, I think they've taken quite a number of casualties there, which means he has to ditch his teammate and might actually go down to the play zone if he doesn't have enough time to heal him with the first aid. And we'll have to watch the kill feed for that. But looking towards the northern side of the map, I wanted to mention about Steel Hearts. No matter who wins that fight, Steel Hearts will have to start gatekeeping, and I don't think they have a choice. Razor, the last member of EVOS, just kind of hiding out, trying not to be part of the fight of Tara right now, because again, Tara is going absolutely ham. They're taking on any fights they can possibly see. Oh, Adil from Steel Hearts is going to be the first to get knocked down by Tara.
Oh, Lorenzo looks like he will need to rotate to another location, but the circle, just look at this, it's ridiculous. It's right smack in the middle of the land. That's crazy that it's just not favoring anybody at this point, except if you're Team Secret, because you have an easy path in. So far, no one's gatekeeping except for Yoodo Gang. Yoodo Gang maybe because they have a little bit of Pinut there. They still can camp within Pinut as well. So there are a couple of options there. Team Secret, they have Tara to deal with as well. Tara is on the top there, but then again, Tara will be pressured by the Blue Zone at any point soon. BTR looks like they've been pressured by Team Secret at the same time. BTR try to get into the circle from another location. It's not going to be easy for them.
Yep, and iShots right now with a lot of pressure, making sure that Bigetron can't really go into from the left flank. They haven't crossed the bridge, but they are playing through the lower ground, using it as great cover, even popping a smoke just to kind of pull attention away to the rest of the team, looking to head towards the southern side and get into Hainan.
Oh no, Team Secret just trying to making sure that they're not stepping a foot over this wall for Team Secret. They are giving a lot of pressure on Tara, but on the other side there, Rose Esports still there, but Still Hearts is no more probably being finished off by Playzone. I thought it was Tara taking them down, but apparently I was wrong. EVOS still going in for Tara. EVOS is actually still surviving, and well, they are actually playing in the blue, which will not beneficial for either of the team. They already got wiped as well.
Yep, EVOS is going to be the next to go down. Lyrian dies to the play zone. That's going to be really unfortunate as Bigetron is forced to deal with Yoodo Gang here. They don't have a choice. They're going in for the rush, and this is what they are good at. He comes in with the M4 here, AK on the side of Hydra. They're going to need some close quarter points. Mapang is the first to go down. Hydra running through the blue side. Jumper needs to hold on to his ground. If not, it looks like Bigetron might be able to secure a lot more kills as they're rushing and clearing out the spaces one by one. But the blue is making it a little bit awkward because taking a little bit of damage, especially in close quarters, might cost them their lives. The Vector being whooped out. That's going to be a significant advantage for the side of Yoodo Gang.
It was interesting how Fredo squeezed himself in the narrow space, making sure that he repositioned himself way out from the side of Bigetron, but now that they've been thrown by Jumper, he just rotated the other corner here. It didn't hit anybody just yet. We do see ESG already out from the game just now. That reduces the play that left in the game. 8 teams left, but Fredo on the other hand got clipped quite a huge chunk of HP at the back. Bosskurr is actually taking down one of his teams just now. Team Secret quite fanned out and making sure they cover a lot of angles. Bigetron trying to fight the blue at the same time being pressured by another team that has so many people in this one compound and near outskirts of Painan.
Yep, now it's just Naeem, the last one left. Hydra has already been knocked down, but he needs to heal himself, but he doesn't have any first aids. He is so low, and he is holding his trigger. Geek Fam is going to be the next to get knocked out here. Bosskurr, he opens the door once more, and Mozart, he's looking at this and he's thinking, oh no, it has to be somebody here, but he's going to quickly AD. Naeem is able to survive. He wants to secure this kill before he goes down to the
Did he manage to get that one kill? That's the question. But Jumper, on the other hand, being finished off straight across that map. It was Bosskurr finish him off, and now we're down to 3 teams. Team No Secret. There's also Bosskurr finally got himself a top 3 for the first time, and there's also Brotherhood.
Yep.
Bosskurr now, they have a chance to get their first chicken dinner for themselves. But then again, oh, looks like on this side, Aisha has eyes on Brother now. Oh! Brother will be taken now from this game. Now, it's down to 2 teams. Bosskurr, but looks like Chicken won a long range enter this, and they will secure themselves the first winner chicken dinner for today. Congratulations to Net Brotherhood!
Oh, it was anybody's game here. It really depended on where you were looking at the right place at the right time. And Ned did kind of luck out there, but they took full advantage. The moment they saw them out in the open, he got the other, looked through the scopes, right at the end of the barrel, knocks him out with a couple of shots. Really nicely done from Ned Brotherhood.
Oh, they didn't know when to stay out and when to go in. And the moment they went in is the one last bullet hit straight across the map, which is straight on the bullseye on Team Secret. Close enough. It was like 1 versus 2 moment, if I'm not mistaken, for Ned just now. And where Brother, he was actually looking, like you said, at the wrong place at the wrong time. And his butt stuck out a little bit only, and that cost him his life.
But I'm not sure if we can fault Brother because he was in a sandwich situation. Ned was behind him. In front of him, he had eye shots on him. So, and it's just a tree. Yeah, there was just one tree. If he were to hide behind the tree, it's Ned. If he goes in front of the tree, it's eye shot. So who do you want to give that point to?
It's a rock, paper, scissors,
he
honestly.
can't even prone, because if he prones, then his head will be out from the tree structure and his legs were also extended behind. So it's kind of hard to play Brother there. It's like literally you have to stand with one with the tree. Just be one with the tree.
At that point, Brother was just hoping like the other 2 guys just look at each other. Just stop looking at me. I know
I'm so hot.
I'm so hot. I'm just a bullet magnet. But let's calm down, guys. You guys, this is a negative polarity. You gotta go against each other and repel. Like, come on, make this work out for me. But let's check out some of the highlights here and relive that official game one more time, because this particular map was kind of interesting and we saw a lot of teams make some interesting movements.
And of course, Sanhok is the first map of today, the smallest map possible. The circle initially was kind until it starts to shrink into an awkward location that forces a lot of teams to relocate aside. Just look at this, Ozzy unsuspecting and Botas just standing there, not moving a muscle, taking the free kill. It's almost like he had the telepathic understanding that, oh, someone's coming.
Yeah, I don't think he ever got himself any equipment at a point, so maybe he's like, yeah, just gonna leave it be there. But ESG, they are really having it a go. Yoha is having his great time again, punching people or penning things out there. And they have been fighting a lot of teams. I think they racked themselves quite a number of kills for Team Secret, since they have been going engaging war since like phase 1 up to the last phase of a circle just now.
But to be fair, there has been a lot of teams like stealing away kills, like EVOS for an example, and as well as Tara, who are like looking down, it's like, what you doing there, ESG? Ah, you're pushing up? Oh, you're looking at the wrong direction? Delish.
Delish indeed, and this is Olaf again, just how he got that first kill for today, but then again, Olaf, unfortunately, to be trapped in between so many team members of XPERT MY. Romeo just waiting for the right moment for his team to arrive actually, and that was good teamwork. Everyone just rushing into Traitor and sending Traitor back to the lobby. This is good communication. This is like, okay, if we want to go, we go all together, not just one person there. That's great movement.
I think Traitor is a little bit agitated and easily a bit sensitive, and they easily get baited as well. So they need to be more careful when it comes to taking action and making the shot calls, because sometimes they just fall into the trap so easily without even, you know, having the benefit of a doubt.
See, it's not like the trap is set up, it's more of like a stalemate between multiple teams. So if you take a fight, you attract another team, and then now another team comes in, and then another team, and now you're in a position where initially the fight looked good for the first squad, but the second and third and fourth, not that great. And I think for a lot of teams, like the more experienced teams, selecting their fights very, very strategically overall.
Yep, just like how XPERT MY, but this is down to mechanical skill really. We do see here Saint almost got a kill off Fateh, and I do believe that Fateh had enough time to actually heal up himself and tank that blue zone. And of course now moving over to BTR. This was really, really close for them.
Did he get the kill? I really want to know.
I think he did. He was the last person to hit him, and then after
but
the play
zone. But then he got enough HP just now to crawl out from that blue.
Yeah, but
it was right in front of him.
Yeah, that's true. That is a possibility. But we honestly won't get to know it just yet. But overall, I do think a lot of these teams need to be more selective with their fights. I'm not too sure how many kills Team Secret got, but looking at that view, did essentially have 5 kills in his pocket. Looks like they might have netted themselves. We didn't see the 10 kill mark though, so I'm kind of interested to see where the standings are. Looks like, wow, Net Brotherhood, 11 kills, 31 points. Team Secret with 8 kills, 22 points. Team Bosskurr with 5 kills, 15 points. And Miss Rose Syndicate, 6 kills, 11 points.
And down to Yoodo Gang with 10 points. Expert MY Esports with 8 points. Same goes with Bigetron, Arrow, as well as Last Survivor R2K. Great to see people who are used to be seen on page 2, Team Bosskurr, Miss Rose Syndicate actually making themselves onto page 1.
But that means another thing for those actually on page 2. They used to be on page 1. They're gonna be super salty here because we know one of them is actually none other than EVOS VIP. They have been staying on page 2 quite some time since yesterday.
I'm pretty sure they netted themselves quite a number of kills, even though the position wasn't that great. So I'd like to see where
they haven't got that much. That's the thing.
They did steal a couple. We'll see. Yep, there we go. 4 kills, even though they only got 1 positional point. But in 9th place, ESG, 5 kills, 6 points. EVOS VIP, not too far behind. 4 kills, 5 points. Geek Fam with 5 points. Steel Hut with 4 points.
Well, down to on Traitor Esport with 2 kills, that 3 points tie, which are projected. This time Tara not doing well with 1 kill point only. Same goes for Tonewell Esport, quite early on being